Welcome to Verbal Prick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. So, just finished watching Eddie Murphy's movie You People, and what I took from the movie is that it had a bunch of symbolism in there. It was misleading, and it had a lot of inaccurate facts. First, they tried to say that Malcolm X had mixed parents when Malcolm's mother was from Grenada. Malcolm's father was black. Grenada is a black Caribbean town. What are you talking about? That's another misleading fact. Black is black is black is black no matter where you're from. Jamaica, America, Africa, Brazil, Dominican, Haiti, Louisiana, Texas, New York. It doesn't matter. The symbolism. So in the story, Eddie Murphy was wearing a kufi that he said he got from Louis Farrakhan. The Jewish family didn't take kindly to that. So somehow the kufi got burnt up. Right? Symbolism. This movie was about steering the audience to create the narrative that Hollywood wants to put out or create a new way of thinking. But usually when that happens, black people are the only ones who gets hurt. Let me give you an example. It's 2023, and I still hear black so-called leaders. I still hear them say, and remind you, this is Black History Month, so that's why we're on this topic. But I hear them today, they'll say such things as, we all are one people. They'll say things like, when we bleed, we all bleed red. They'll say things like, we all God's children. They'll say things like, we all have to learn to live with one another, right? But it's coming from the ones whose ancestors was in slavery. Now, the colonizer, he don't say things like that. He don't even amen what those so-called black leaders are saying, because he thinks a different way and he don't see it the way you see it. So stop shoving that down black people's throat. It do not work, and it hasn't worked. They don't talk that way. They look at the differences. Now, if you was in power, if you ran the country, that would be a different story. But since you're saying that there's systemic racism, police brutality against black males, racism as far as in the food line, as far as food deserts in black communities, all of that. But yet, you still try to convince somebody who hasn't changed their way of thinking in regards to black people for over 450 years, and you tell black people we all the same people. Well, no, you telling black and white people. You trying to tell white people that we all the same people. So where do you, it's confusing. No, it's not confusing. I take that back. It's getting to the point to where whose bidding are you doing, and why do you do it? Right. And there was so much symbolism in the movie You. You got to check it out. Right. To the point to where they're trying to say that black people who hold on to their pride and who they are in their culture is outdated. right? There's a new way coming, right? Now, another symbolism. White Jewish woman, she stated that we get to see the hereafter in the sense of the future because she was happy that she was having black grandbabies because she was saying that their race is dwindling. So, yay, the black white man get with you a black woman. So that white grandmother or family can be here in the future because she stated that her race is dying out. Now that part was promotions for those who think that way, not the fact that there's love or we care about black people. No, once again, hey, you got melanin. We need your genes to see the hereafter. So we'll bite the bullet in order to see the hereafter. Self-preservation. This is a survival tactic, but not out of care and kindness. You know, and so I'm glad they brought Farrakhan up in the movie. Now, what Malcolm X, Farrakhan, Elijah Muhammad was saying, do for self, right? Build your own economy, right? Everything that the civil rights leaders basically said do, the Nation of Islam said no, do the opposite if you want to survive, right? That and within itself lays a study that we can look into. Civil rights was saying, hey, let's integrate into the white school systems. Nation said, let's build our own school systems. Let's build our own communities, right? Let's have our own, right? Civil rights was more or less, let's all unite with black and white. Let's love them till they love us back. And y'all can't lie, it's Black History Month. That was the sentiment. When the nation was saying, that's impossible, it's not going to happen. Well, we're going to drag black people for generations until we make it happen. So since it hasn't happened yet, when do you all come to the table and say, okay, we were wrong. Let's try the nation's approach because, yeah, we've been trying this way for hundreds of years and we still fighting and crying about the same things. So somebody is insane, some ideology or some way about doing things is insanity if it's not yielding the results that you expected. If it hasn't yielded the results in over 400 years, no, I take it back. If it hasn't yielded the result in over 100 years, you might want to rethink your game plan. All right, you cannot plead to the oppressor for equal rights and justice. You go to the Creator with that. You go to God with that. I don't know, man. It's just weird. It's almost like somebody put a certain type of people in the front and they telling them what to do and how to do it, and they will do it for some type of benefit. I don't know, man, but it's weird, dude. 2023, and we haven't figured out the right strategy. We haven't put the mathematics and science to the problem to come up with the right answer, the right solution. And if someone has came with the right problem, the right solution, do you have courage to carry it out? it's just so many questions. But and then yeah. Then they had the symbolism. White lady pulls the wig off the black woman and her hair all braided up and she runs out. Symbolism. Showing that you have faith. You can't be like them, but you want to be. But underneath that wig, you got the original African braids, but you're hiding under the wig. Oh my God. Yeah, if you think I'm lying, if you don't see the symbolisms and a purposely directed narrative to steer people to go in a certain direction, check out You People. And I don't know if Eddie Murphy was forced. I don't know if they told him, look, you're going to do this thing between black and Jews and you're going to create this You People. Or did he come up with it himself? I don't know. But it is what it is. Nice music, though. Great, good music in there. But, I don't know. I think that someone needs to come up with take that topic, but make it more reality. And make it to where it's uplifting and building the black youth up and culture and society. I'm just saying. World Peak Radio. All right.